Welcome to the greenhouse today. My hands are dirty, and I am so excited that you are a Patreon member. Thank you so much. It would be awesome to grow this to 1 million people to help everybody have the best garden of their whole life. In my videos, you see towels hanging here. This is not the drying rack for laundry. What it is when you're gonna do something technical, but your hands look like this, we can walk by real quick and we can wash our hands like this. Okay, now, is that clean and sanitary? No, but now we can grab things without it sticking to you. So right now, I'm going to go cut some celery, and I didn't want to get smudges on the celery. We're going to wash the celery anyway, but this is good, clean, absolutely awesome compost. It's probably offensive to watch people smell themselves, but that has a good smell because my compost is highly aerobic. No anaerobic organisms causing disease around here. So, do we have to be as clean as we think we do? Yes, we do, because disease will kill us, but you can be very happy to know that if you're dealing with good compost, then you are inoculating yourself with the beneficials that are going to keep you healthy and happy. See how healthy I am? I don't know what that meant. I don't know if it was appropriate.
Meant you're healthy. It's good.
Okay, we're going to grab some celery. Camera woman, wife, gorgeous. Walk right up there. And then
okay,
you can get
good.
Shots.
All right.
So what we did, we planted, I think there's 16 tomato plants here. So there's this one, and this one, and this one, and I put a cage around them right now because they are being planted in a jungle, and it's hard, you can easily lose them. So we got those planted and in yesterday, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the fact that we have celery in here that is going to be shading our now primary crop. So I have a plant here and here. No, look at this plant here. The sun's coming through here and light's coming down, but this celery and probably this one, they are going to be shading that plant. That plant will not be getting enough growth because we have it covered with so much foliage.
That's the little plant right down there.
So what we want to continue to have a minimum of 4 plant families growing together. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to harvest the celery, remove the shade, but keep the plant growing. So if you want to get a close-up, you can do it right here. And I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to come up 1, 2, 3 inches with a nice sharp knife. See that new growth here? See that new leaf there? See this one here? This plant's not dead, so it'll keep growing. So here's all celery. This will go in the freeze dryer. So we're going to hold on to that. Now we're going to remove this one. Now if you look here, this is a whole different video, but we won't change videos. This is the seeds head coming up. And I've eaten these stalks, and they're pretty good. They're still good, you know. If you're going to freeze dry it, it's still fantastic. It doesn't look like the grocery store, but it still makes good food. Let's just see. See if she thinks it's woody and hard and bad.
Oh, that's good. Dang, you raised good celery.
That is more tender than the stalks you get from the grocery store.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, you know, sometimes you eat something and you just feel good. It's so good for you.
It's lightning, isn't it?
It is.
So this little tiny tomato plant in here, now it has more light. Okay, now imagine, will it have more light if we remove this one? Yes? Mm-hmm. No. Yes, no. Should we remove this one? Is it starting to shade this one?
Yes, I'd say it's more likely to shade that one than this other one. Yeah, probably
right.
so.
So we're going to be happier if we remove this one.
And I'll be able to fill up my trays in my freeze dryer better.
Okay, there we go. Here's a weed. We'll get rid of him because he's starting to go to seed. Because what we do when we see a seed head, see the seed head on here? That flower head?
Yep.
That's how we manage weeds. So if you see a seed head, get rid of it before the seeds scatter. So we have a leaf here and a leaf. That one got cut off. There's a baby leaf right here. See that one?
Oh, wait a minute. Go back down to it.
Right there.
Yep.
I mean, here.
Yep.
There's a couple of leaves here. We'll leave this one on. So this plant is going to regrow. It'll keep those roots in the soil that give us the benefit of quorum sensing and the microbes, secondary metabolites being turned on to give us pest and disease resistance.
How long have those celery plants been in that
We
bed?
planted these in the fall. They grew all winter very slowly, and now they're going to seed because they go to seed the second year, but they're still edible at this point, so
Wonderful.
that's pretty fantastic. Okay, so we need about 5 of these. Would you like to put these in your arm?
Absolutely. That's as good as any bouquet of flowers.
So there's that food. Now, we want to look at any of these others that are getting super shaded. Let's just move up and see which ones are shaded the worst. That plant is pretty shaded. I feel like I should take this one out.
That is a pretty shaded
So this
plant.
is Red Venture variety of celery.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Okay, so
Go
if you
down
get a
here.
close up right here, see this new leaf coming out?
Yep.
So if I go above that point,
Look at that pretty red on there. They look almost like rhubarb. I mean, they're not that red, but they're close.
trim it up a little, but we
Keep
have
a hat
quite a
in the
few
way.
new ones in there. Yeah, and there's a couple of aphids in there, but aphids aren't bad. And if you don't know why
They're
aphids
just an
aren't
indicator.
bad, you need to get my book and read it.
You do need to get his book.
Because it talks about the purposes of bad guys. Okay, so this one right here, this one's going to be shaded pretty bad. Let's get this out of the way. But we're leaving it there. And let's get this one out of the way. All right, will that fill up your freeze dryer?
I think it will. That's a lot of good celery right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
Awesome.
see how this is scraggly around the bottom?
Yes.
So I'm going to take that scraggly off. I'll take that weed. This is scraggly. And we will put this where the compost goes, which is right there. Okay. Now, are things still being shaded? Yes, but we want to cut this as fresh as possible. We don't want it sitting around the kitchen. So we can come out and cut quite a few more of these after this gets done freeze drying in about 2 days. Hopefully this helps you to grow a spring crop of celery and to get rid of the shade on your primary crops.